ये पक्का है, दिल्ली में ये कुछ भी कर लें, दिल्ली में आम आदमी पार्टी से ये जीत नहीं सकते। उनको पता है, मैं उनको कहना चाहता हूं केजरीवाल को चाहे जेल में डाल दो, जेल से भी जीत जाएगी आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार। मैं नरेंद्र मोदी जी को कहना चाहता हूं, मोदी जी इस जन्म में तो आप हमको नहीं हरा सकते दिल्ली के अंदर आम आदमी पार्टी को।
The big political story of this moment. Yes. The man who once thought he could be the new Modi, the man who thought he could beat the Prime Minister in Varanasi, Arvind Kejriwal of the Aam Aadmi Party, its national convener. What a fall from political grace.
Delhi and Punjab, both these states are geographically and also politically connected. While Delhi helped the birth of Aam Aadmi Party, Punjab strengthened the party's position as alternate political force. AAP is not only an unorthodox party but is also very exciting and controversial. Back then, AAP was formed from India Against Corruption movement, but today AAP and its leaders are mired in corruption. Height of irony. The key issues are corruption. Most of the senior leaders, including Kejriwal, are either in jail or on bail. Anti-India tag that is connected to Khalistani movement. Dictatorship within the party. We can see the mass exodus of founding members and also the alleged assault on Swati Maliwal. Last but not the least, black dollar foreign funding. Listening to all these, I wonder, is AAP changing politics or is politics changing AAP? But before we get into details on these topics, we would request you to take a moment to subscribe to our channel Bharat Rising.
Thank you.
Corruption, which was once a weapon for Aam Aadmi Party, has today become the hanging sword. Looking at the endless corruption charges, even Lalu Prasad Yadav looks better than Kejriwal. So let's talk about the corruption cases.
Yeah, so the general point about these smaller parties is they want to expand nationally, and some of these parties, for example, TRS as well as AAP, they're trying to expand very quickly in a short period of time. So if you look at the liquor gate, both these parties are involved, and the allegation is that they generated the funds to be able to expand in other states. Particularly for Aam Aadmi Party, the allegation is that they spent the funds in the campaign for Goa.
Yeah, I think we spoke about liquor gate scam, like TRS wanting to become BRS, expanding, and also similar intentions for AAP as well, for the expansion as national party. So we did a separate video explaining the scenario and the people involved. So please check out that video on our channel.
So coming back to the topic, look, all the parties indulge in corruption. But I think the issue with Aam Aadmi Party is because they're such a smaller party, they're not organized as BJP or Congress.
Young
they
party,
don't know,
we should say.
Exactly, young party, and they don't know a lot about how to play the system. So I think they are probably getting caught compared to other parties which are more advanced and sophisticated in running the scams.
And also, now the ED and also CBI, which are being heavily influenced by BJP, and the power of BJP across the country. That is also another reason why, cases are tightening around AAP and its leaders, because BJP doesn't want parties like AAP to be alternate political force. They only want Congress as their opposition.
Yeah, but the point here is that the cases are genuine. I know BJP is trying to use the cases to their advantage, and the timing of the allegations or the timing of the arrests and all that are suspicious. But I think there are cases which probably AAP needs to answer.
So let's talk about anti-India tag. So I want to know, how is Kejriwal connected or influenced by these foreign investors who would like that control over the superpower, emerging superpower India?
So it is said that Kejriwal has been handpicked by global elite who wants to control India and the government within India. Mm-hmm. So as Congress started depreciating in power, they wanted to plant somebody who they can control, and apparently Arvind Kejriwal is handpicked by those superpowers to be able to control India. There hasn't been any sort of hard evidence or any sort of narrative that has come around supporting this. This is just a very particular allegation that obviously BJP is running against AAP.
Okay, so there is no evidence or nothing
No.
like that.
No, it's
Okay.
just a theory that a lot of YouTubers are propagating, but there is no hard evidence that to prove anything like this is true.
Yeah, okay. And now I want to also know about the connection of Kejriwal with Khalistani movement. What is Khalistani movement and how is he connected?
So Khalistani movement is an age-old phenomena where Pakistan, obviously, in addition to the terrorism activities in Kashmir, they wanted to, obviously introduce this concept of separatism in Punjab. So they funded and created the Khalistani movement in the late 1980s and 1990s. There are still a lot of people outside India who obviously vouch for this Khalistani movement and are often funded by Pakistan's ISI. So there is this guy in US called Gurpatwan Singh Pannu. He is a known Khalistani terrorist as per India government's designation, and he mentioned that he gave up $16 million to release some of the captives which are being held in Punjab jail.
Okay.
So this public statement has caused a massive outrage, and Gurpatwan Singh Pannu is known to make anti-India statements. So a guy like that coming out and saying he funded AAP has been a huge controversy, and it's tainted AAP a lot. And even a couple of people within Aam Aadmi Party, like I think Gul Panag and Kumar Vishwas, also said that they came out of the party because Arvind Kejriwal is very cozy or very comfortable with these Khalistani elements.
Yeah. So let's talk about dictatorship within the party. So we can see the mass exodus of founding members, including Anna Hazare. Anna Hazare, well-respected personality, and also he was the one who started India Against Corruption movement along with Kejriwal and Kiran Bedi those days. But if we see today, Kejriwal is standing alone. Anna Hazare distanced himself from Kejriwal and so did Kiran Bedi. And even when Kejriwal got arrested, the liquor gate scam, Anna Hazare said, Kejriwal is paying for his own deeds. He was supposed to fight against liquor, but he himself encouraged liquor and got into this whole thing.
Yeah.
So what do you have to say about this?
Yeah, I think, look, it appears that Arvind Kejriwal is very nervous and very insecure within his own party, because if you see, when they introduced the party, they said nobody can be the head of party for more than 3 years, and then they increased it to 6 years, and then they've silently removed that from their own constitution. So they now don't have a restriction on people leading the party. And obviously you can see Arvind Kejriwal has been leading it from the last 10, 11 years.
So can we also talk about this alleged assault on Swati Maliwal, because she is such a prominent person in AAP, and also she has always constantly raised her voice against other opposition parties, and even Kejriwal himself appreciated her and called her firebrand. But today, he himself is getting caught under the fire. So can you talk about that?
Yeah, she's one of the founding members. Her relationship.
Oh, she's one of the founding members.
That's right. Her relationship goes back even before AAP has formed, even before everything, when he started NGOs. So she worked with Arvind Kejriwal way back then. So like almost 40 years.
Parivartan, those days.
And and we all know her. She is very vocal, and her support regarding any rape cases that happen in any state or even in Manipur. She went to Manipur without security, braving, the firefight that is happening in the state. So she's very, very present and very vocal, and she's obviously Delhi chairman for women, right? So she's out there, and with her allegation that, obviously she's being beaten, and then AAP now saying that no, this is all being done by BJP is not, believable.
It is not adding up. The story
exactly,
is not adding up.
You can't have a person like that change sides within a short period of time. And even after the alleged assault, Sanjay Singh did confirm that this thing happened. And 2 days after that, they started changing their story. Again, it's it's anybody who sees this and who follows this story, it's unbelievable for what AAP is saying. So it is again a huge thing for AAP. They have to answer it properly, and it's not going away.
Yeah, agree. So now also let's talk about, last but not the least, the black dollar foreign fundings.
Yeah, so this is a recent thing that came out in the news that to the tune of 7 crores, AAP has collected donations from NRIs, but the identities of these NRIs are not recorded properly. So you can see like 50-60 people contributing to the party, but they all have same email ID, same address and things like that. So obviously this is a controversy, and it is related to kind of money laundering, and it is related to foreign funding, which is a big thing, big charge against AAP. So again, the troubles are mounting. I mean, with Delhi elections happening now, I don't think any of this would help AAP in any way.
Yeah. So listening to all these issues that are happening within and around the party, it clearly looks like AAP's foundations are shaking.
Yeah.
So definitely they have to address the key issues, and also people chose AAP for a reason: integrity, honesty, anti-corruption. This is what the party has promised way back those days. So now the party itself is caught amidst these issues. That is the reason why even I wonder, is politics changing up, where the actual scenario should be other way around? So what do you think, AAP team should do to win the faith of people?
See, most of these problems have been their own doing, because they want to expand nationally, they want to compete for power with BJP and Congress. So they are trying to fill bigger shoes. So I think they have to go back to their basic. They've won this Delhi state elections 2 times in a row because they've done good work within the state. I think they have to go back and they have to focus on Delhi, and probably because they are also in power in Punjab, they have to implement good policies and also consolidate their power in Punjab. And they can slowly expand to other states. AAP is already a national party. A lot of people across India know what AAP is. You don't need to expand too quickly. I think they have to go back, because the other scenario is very scary. If Arvind Kejriwal goes to jail for a long period of time, I don't think AAP has got the depth or the resources to ride out the rough period. BJP can definitely try to take advantage. It can split the party. A lot of prominent people can jump the ship, and you obviously see party disintegrating within a few years. So I think they have to get their act together.
Yeah.
They have to clearly message this to their cadres and also their leadership that, look guys, let's ride this rough period, but let's go back and focus on our basics.
Yeah, they have to go back to their roots.
Yes.